that's dope, you know. So, you know, it was good sparring. It was very good experience for me.
You don't have to pick a winner, but just who would you lean toward in that fight? I mean, you would know. Who would you lean toward? Him, the way we focused on him.
The bigger guys training for this, how's that felt?
You said
sparring, sparring the bigger guys.
Oh, I've always sparred bigger guys.
Yeah.
I never sparred nobody my size, so that's nothing new.
Okay, guys.
After failing to secure a win against Canelo in 3 attempts, Gennady Golovkin has now set his sights on helping Terence.
When you reflect on your career and all the victories you've achieved, is there one particular fight for both of you that stands out as the most meaningful and you said, damn, I did that with pride?
I would say for me, you know, the most meaningful fight for me was becoming a world champion. You know, but in the fans' eyes, my biggest moment was against Errol Spence.
For me, I have many, but I think with Triple G is one of my biggest.
Terence Crawford jumped right back into training camp just after wrapping up the press conference tour, and only 2 days in, he was joined by Gennady Golovkin. Defeating Canelo Alvarez is no small feat only. 2 fighters have managed it so far now. Golovkin is determined to help Crawford become the third, known for his incredible punching power. Triple G focused on that exact strength during his session with Crawford, sharing key boxing techniques aimed at boosting Crawford's power in the ring. Golovkin also took time to speak with Crawford, sharing insights about subtle vulnerabilities in Canelo's style flaws that often only become apparent after facing him in the ring. Crawford, with an undefeated record of 41 fights, understands the high stakes of taking on a challenge like Canelo. Determined to leave nothing to chance, he turned to those who've been in the ring with the Mexican champion. Just a few months ago, Crawford was spotted training alongside Floyd Mayweather, another former Canelo opponent, in a continued effort to prepare as thoroughly as possible.
So Jake Paul's in town. You guys gonna get dinner?
I don't think so.
Maybe next time.
Canelo, can you fill in the blank for me? Triple G is blank.
Huh?
Can you fill in the blank? Triple G is blank.
Now, Crawford has turned to Gennady Golovkin for guidance even, though Canelo defeated him twice in their trilogy. The outcome of their first bout remains one of boxing's most debated controversies, with many questioning the draw decision. Golovkin outlanded Canelo in 10 of the 12 rounds, yet the judges still scored it even. That controversial result paved the way for a trilogy in which Canelo went on to assert his dominance in the next 2 fights.
I mean, you don't have to give details. I know you guys are competitive, but what was that sparring like on, you know, the fight fans want to know? Just
It was
2 goals.
It was dope. It was dope. I appreciate Drake for even, you know, giving me the opportunity to step in the ring with him. You know, I can say that.
Terence Crawford has long been curious about how Gennady Golovkin was able to disrupt and dominate Canelo Alvarez, leading to their controversial draw. The friendship between Crawford and Golovkin began gaining attention last year, when rumors swirled about a potential matchup between the two. One of the first lessons Crawford picked up from Triple G was just how powerful Canelo's punches really are, or perhaps how overrated they might be. In their first encounter, arguably the biggest shot Canelo landed in all 3 of their fights came in the 9th round, a clean, thunderous right hand that caught Golovkin flush. Speaking to DAZN, Golovkin reflected on the moment and his description might surprise Crawford. "I remember that punch. I let it through," Golovkin recalled. "I don't know what to call it. It wasn't hard, it felt kind of like a slap, I guess. A slap or a sliding punch. Well, it didn't do too much." That moment taught Crawford something critical, not just about Canelo's power, but about Golovkin's resilience and control in the ring.
Okay. Hey, John, I don't have much time left with you, so I appreciate the time that I've gotten with you. I'm curious to get your insight on a fight coming up between Terence Crawford and Canelo in September. Crawford's moving up a few weight classes to meet Canelo. Just your insight. How does Crawford cross that bridge? How does he nullify the weight difference and get a win against Canelo?
How? I don't know. You know,
to tighten up and get out of there. Man, Crawford gonna beat the daylights. I mean, Crawford gonna beat him, man. I'm telling you. Crawford gonna beat him. And Canelo ain't no slouch. I'm just saying, but when you get Crawford in there, it's just gonna go. He just gonna go up another notch. You know, the last guy we fought didn't want to fight. Canelo gonna bring the fight. He gonna do something. And every mistake he make, we gonna capitalize on it.
And just lastly, obviously you would have seen people saying that the size and all this, but then other people were saying, well, I mean, look to the face-off. The size isn't actually